stretch me? How can I? I don't get past right?
Distance from you, so that
But you didn't. You kept your shoulder connected. You have to let go.
Okay. Say suppose he pull me, okay? He pull me. Now, if you see that's why you practice the form, you want to be this full forward position, so you used to. A lot of the people in the beginning always hesitant to go into that point, feel like they'll be tipping over or something. Now, if he pull me like this, now I can relax my shoulder. See that? See how much I can relax? Now he's kind of cramped. Because I let that go, that couple, in these things, always couple inch make a difference. So when he pulled me, I give him a couple more inches, he's cramped. And when he come at me,
closer, yeah.
Closer,
when
Brian,
he,
closer. You can't, you can reach him, you can't reach him.
so when he come at me, I want to be able to sit back as much as I can. So it's kind of like two people competing, who can stretch more, who can sit back more, okay? So now I can sit back more, then he can't do too much to me. Now, if I turn too much like this, now he can push side. I just really don't have the strength. But if I keep the pelvis still, you see, he can't push me. I'm square here. You can push me, but once I do this, I'm gone. Different. They're very, very different, isn't it? So the ability to keep the pelvis fixed and turning has huge impact in the push hands. And the ability that you can feel comfortable, go forward, sit back, has a huge impact in the advantage you have over the opponent. And now, when you go outside the push hand with people, they're not going to follow any rules. And a lot of the people coming through the rank of weightlifting room and extremely strong upper body, and what they first do is grab your two hands and then, you know, in that situation, Peter is the one. Remember, he's strong. Pete.
Yes.
Once you
Pete,
grab your two hands, you're safe. So when he tried to grab my hands, so you have to be prepared. When you say you grab my hands, I immediately, once I feel you're going to grab my hands, I immediately have to do, you know. I don't let you grab solid, because if you grab a solid, it's harder to get. But once I feel you're going to immediately get out. Don't let him grab you. Okay? And you go outside, they will do that. Definitely. And as I said, this move you grab. This move you can utilize in this getting away from the grabbing. Now, outside people will do a lot sideways towards you, okay? You don't have to, you know, sideways. Then what they do, if you come forward at me this side, so they're going to pull and they're going to do this, okay? They're going to do this. You can see outside, they always do this. So really, in this case, you have to utilize some of his weakness. Usually, the weakness is, there's several ways to get around it. One is you don't let me really grab you, or okay. But sometimes if they're good in grabbing, they don't grab like this, because grab like this, you could get up. So they do something like this. It's harder for him to get away. Then, if I pull you, you have to step forward quick. Right. Then you can jam on me. You get it. Because my weak point is force come in this position. Because, so you step forward quick and you jam on me, I have to fall back. If you let him pull and do this, then you're sink. You see? So you have to see if you can step forward. Quick. Step forward quick. Because again, 90% people push hand outside, you stand this like one side. Then there's the other situation. These people have the principle of always keep the body perpendicular to the ground. A lot of this. So now they push hand, both hands doesn't sit back, they all stay in the middle, and finally it becomes like a wrestling, because I'm just in the middle, then I'm just wrestling. Nobody wants to sit back, and nobody there to stretch forward, become wrestling. So, then if you there to sit back, to draw them out, maybe we can solve the problem by just two people stay in the middle. And nobody wants to do anything, just wrestling. Very frequent, if you see YouTuber push hand, it's kind of like this. 2% do like this. Nobody wants to move away from the center position. They're afraid. They're afraid. They don't want to lean forward. They don't want to sit back. Afraid. So
I had a person in push hands tournament ask somebody who's a push hands tournament guy why they do that so much. He said because it's never been proven scientifically that sitting back is going to work.
I see.
He asked me that.
Oh yeah?
He says, you sit back, what do you have to prove to show to me that sit back will work in a tournament? He said, if I sit back in a tournament, I'll get great.
People are afraid.
Yeah, they're
And
afraid to sit back.
they're afraid to lean forward too. Because they lean forward, they're going to pull and it's well, that's the situation outside in the push game. It's a very common situation. Just remember, don't get your arm too close to you, so you don't let the opponent too close to your body. Always maintain a safe distance to hands and you.
Is it at least a right angle for you?
Kind of, yeah, kind of right angle, kind of. Right. And don't turn your hip too much. Once you turn your hip, I'm unstable. So you want this to come up as some squish frame.
Isn't that where the tuck is so important? Where you're tucking when you're sitting back?
Sitting back, right. Sitting back, right.
That's your ankle.
Right. The tucking is kind of for, because if you don't tuck, when the force come onto me, if I don't tuck, you see, the force come down, then there's a band here. So this band is going to stop the force right in this zone. Once I tuck, the force starts transmitting downward to my leg. This prevent the force transfer to the leg. Once tuck, it's a smooth force transmission down to the leg. And try to keep the body reasonably straight. You try to fold here so that you have better tuning ability. If you crunch too much, then you can't tune. So the folding is not good. Well, rest of some and do some more.
Yes.
Okay. Rest of some and do some more. Drink some water. You have to drink